זוכנו לחיים, מלך חפץ בחיים.
It's Erev Yom HaKippurim, Erev Yom HaGadol VaHaKadosh. And what are Jews interested in today, Erev Yom Kippur? Achieving Mechila. On all mitzvos, Ben Adam L'Makom and Ben Adam L'Chaveiro. On Ben Adam L'Makom, they'll ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for forgiveness. And on mitzvahs Ben Adam L'Chaveiro, they'll ask their fellow man for forgiveness. Talmidim from last year call me up and say, Rabbi, last year maybe I was chutzpahdik during Shir, maybe I didn't show you enough kavod. And they ask for forgiveness. Rabbi, yimachal me? Rabbi, yimachal me? Everyone interested in seeking forgiveness so that they can clean their spiritual slate, so that they're standing in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu can be pure. But there is something so much greater than advancing one's own spiritual agenda. It isn't just about trying to clean your own slate and trying to purify yourself. There's an element here that a chiddush that we learn from the Sfas Emes. Not the Sfas Emes ala Torah, which is the more famous sefer, but it is Chidushim on Shas. The Gemara in Yoma on the bottom of Pei Zayin Amud Aleph tells the story that Rav was teaching Torah to Rabbi. And a Rav walked in, it was Rabbi Chia. And Rabbi Chia walked in, and Rav restarted the shir. Bar Kapara walked in, Rav restarted the shir. Reb Shimon bar Rebbe came in, Rav started the shir again. Rabbi Chanina walks in, Rav said, it's enough already, I restarted the shir already 3 times. And he continued the shir as is. Says the Gemara that Ikpid Rav Chanina. Rabbi Chanina had a kapeda. And then the Gemara says that 13 Erev Yom Kippurs consecutively, Rav would ask and beseech Rabbi Chanina for Mechila. Each year, asking for Mechila. And the Sfas Emes asks a very simple and basic question. Why did Rav have to ask Mechila from Rabbi Chanina? He did nothing wrong. He didn't restart the shir for Rabbi Chanina. He already restarted the shir 3 different times. Rabbi Chanina came late to the shir. He wasn't even the first latecomer. He was the 4th latecomer to the shir. He has to restart the shir. Why does Rav have to restart the shir? Rav did nothing wrong. So why is Rav seeking out Rabbi Chanina for Mechila? The Sfas Emes has 2 answers. His second answer has such a powerful punch. His second answer, says the Sfas Emes, is that it's correct. Rav did nothing wrong. But when you're trying to seek out and ask Mechila from someone to try to repair relationships, it isn't about seeking Mechila. It isn't about trying to further your spirituality and your spiritual agenda. It's for the goal of there being shalom in Klal Yisrael. That itself is the goal. Not to seek Mechila. Rav didn't need Mechila for Reb Chanina. He did nothing wrong to Reb Chanina. But Reb Chanina has a kapeda. And etzem that, the fact that there's a kapeda, the fact that there's some type of disconnect, Rav is trying to repair. Kadosh Baruch Hu wants Klal Yisrael together. There's an amazing Pirkei of Rabbi Eliezer that says that the Satan comes to Kadosh Baruch Hu and says, I want to try to find fault in Klal Yisrael. You got to give me something. Give me a chance. So Kadosh Baruch Hu says, okay, go on Yom Kippur and see if you find anything. And the Satan goes and he looks and he finds nothing. And then he comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and starts saying positive things. He says, Malachim don't eat, so too Klal Yisrael don't eat. They're mamish like Malachim. And then in one of the descriptions it says, Ma Malachi Hashares, Shalom Beinehem, Kach Yisrael, Shalom Beinehem B'Yom HaKippurim. On Yom Kippur there's Shalom in Klal Yisrael. We're supposed to be repairing relationships, irrespective of who did wrong to who. It makes no difference. People shouldn't have kapedas on one another. I feel that this year more than ever, where people are alone, and people are in outdoor minyanim, and people are separated from their shul, and all of a sudden the communities are so fractured, maybe it's because we need to repair the community aspect of our lives. Maybe things in shul, people were maybe too makpid on their kavod. Just this past Rosh Hashanah, I was in shul, I davened for the Yomid in Nofai alone, Shachris. And then I saw that during Shachris and during Musaf, the same person's getting psicha. One after another, one psicha after another. And why is that? Because we're only letting one person touch the Aron Kodesh. Whereas other years we would be thinking, hey, how come this guy's getting this psicha? How come this guy's getting that psicha? Who got ne'ilah? Who got psicha for ne'ilah? Who got unisane tokef psicha? This year, it doesn't matter. We shouldn't be thinking about what's more coveted to one another. We should be thinking about how to repair and restore relationships within the community. Sha'alvim said that there's a line in the Machzor that somehow is overlooked. When we're describing what Yom Kippur is nowadays, we don't have the Avodas Yom Kippurim anymore, so something is missing. So what do we have? We have a day where it's usher to eat, and usher to drink, and usher to put on leather shoes, and usher to do other things. And then the Machzor says, Yom Simat Ahava V'Reut, Yom Azivat Kin'a V'Tacharut. It's a day of brotherhood, a day of love, a day where there is no jealousy and there is no competition. That is what Yom Kippur is all about.
זוכנו לחיים, מלך חפץ בחיים, וחותמנו בספר החיים, למענך אלוהים.